Hi everyone. So welcome back to another session. This time we are in the middle of holiday hacks, and Vaibhav here is going to tell a lot about holiday hacks. Vaibhav, what's happening in the country? Which country are you in right now, and what holiday is going on right now? I don't see any
Hey,
holidays nowadays.
hey everyone, Vaibhav this side from Holiday Hacks. Hi Praveen, thank you for the session. So Holiday Hacks is a 24 hours online virtual hackathon, which is organized by Sri Shankaracharya Technical Campus, our college. So in this, our target audience is beginners and folks like who are watching the stream right now. They'll be making some cool steps and getting some awesome prizes. So yeah, this was, and we are based out of India, Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and majorly our college is on Bhilai. So we are our main center is Bhilai, and we are targeting the whole world now.
Cool, cool, cool. So, hey everyone from London. So, for those people who have got no clue who this guy is, my name is Praveen. I'm originally from Chennai, India, currently living and working in London. I am actually taking my lunchtime off to give an energetic, awesome presentation, which we both were actually discussing, and we got a nice idea. Oh, why don't we do this thing? And something like, portfolio. We have been doing a lot of times portfolio, but what if we are able to create a generator for portfolio in React? Because last time when we did, it was using PHP, and not many people were happy with PHP. Some people were like throwing stones at me because PHP is a bad word nowadays, but I love PHP for some reason. Don't judge me. So I thought, like, why don't we be? I'm a full stack JavaScript specialist specializing on React and Node. So I thought of, like, why don't we pick up a bootstrap based design and then start modifying it to make it like reusable for everyone. We can do a lot of changes, and not only that, the main crux of this session is we are going to make it like a live preview of whatever we are doing. So I would like to give a super huge credit to Manju Bhaktani from JPMC, and she gave me this idea, and when we both were talking, I thought, like, hey, what do you think about this idea? And he was like, okay, done. So even though it is going to be a simple, small project, we will be learning a lot of things. So a lot of people are completely new to React. So we will also learn, we will know that React is not a big deal to learn or something like that. So, but without further delay, let's jump in. Or Vaibhav, would you like to?
Yeah, sure, Praveen. Let's start. I think folks are waiting for the amazing session.
Definitely, and we need to also tell about the swags. So
Yeah.
how many of you are looking to earn swags right now in this session? So we have already got Ashish, Deepak, Vignesh Shetty, Ayan, and Soham. Anyone else who wants a swag? So any swag you want, this guy is the right person. T-shirts and other things, stickers. I've
So
got a couple
folks
of
will be,
stickers as well. Again, I
yeah.
have to I'm with the MLH for a long time, and they said me, like, okay, so whenever you are doing a live stream, just give out a couple of stickers, or like bring them to our hackathon so that they will be earning a lot of things. So I've been doing that for the past few days. So let's see how it goes. Cool. So without further delay, I'm going to share my screen and then show you some magic, or let's do something about it. So for those people who are in YouTube, can you please confirm if you're able to see my screen? And this is my website. So it has got a big screen of my face, and then it says I'm a cat lover, I'm a cook, I'm a mentor, and all these front end development, everything. And here is where you can all get me, stalk me, talk to me, etc. And I do have my YouTube channel as well. That's where you are all seeing the video. So let's have a look at how it looks like. And if you see, this is the video that we are looking at. So is it even working? Oh my God. Hey, Manju. Manju is here. Nice. This stream is because of you, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So this is how it looks like in YouTube for this guy, Vaibhav. If you haven't seen, so many places you have got this holiday theme. I wish you had the background now, the virtual background. Anyway, so coming back to the portfolio, I have got all these things, right? So here's a small introduction about me. So what all things that I do, and there is all the details that are required. Only those required details are here. I don't need to give my year of birth. Here's my phone number, email, and view profile will take me to my LinkedIn profile. And I've been doing this forever, and my phone number is right in front. And everyone, like people like Vibo, who contact me, he'd say, "I don't have your phone number, dude. This is the first link I gave you." So coming to my experience, I have written a lot of experience related things in a timeline way. And in case if you don't have experience, try to write your own projects, what all things that you did. And here's what my education section looks like. And what did I do here? I just copied everything from my university brochure. So that's an easy way of doing things, right? Copying is our key. So here's a couple of counters. All these numbers are made up numbers, so just ignore them. Right now I have completed more than 10 times of 116 projects. I have got more than 4 awards. I don't know how many Facebook friends I have got nowadays. Who uses Facebook? LinkedIn wise, I have got 30k connections, and 20k connections, and current projects not 16. I'm not doing much. So one more thing which I wanted to tell everyone is, whenever you do some kind of if you achieve some kind of a stuff, try to put it on your social networks. For example, this particular thing I did like 12 years ago, this thing I did like 11 years ago, and this one 10 years ago. So if you compare, if someone lets you gauge what you are about, they can easily see that how well you have actually improved over time. So just make sure you do this. And one more thing which I wanted to say for students especially is, after you have completed your undergraduate, you will be definitely going for work, right? So in the industry, written communication skills are very important. So make sure you write a blog. In the blog, what you can do is, I suggest 2 things to do, right? So one thing is, try to understand some kind of like a crazy concept and then explain it to a 5-year-old kid or like a grandma or grandpa, so that they are able to easily understand. And another thing is, like, you have a problem, you're trying to solve it. So this is the solution that you're trying to see. And these are the ways of solving things. So this is the approach I took. First step, second step, third step, and here's the solution. And this solution is almost equivalent to what solution I was looking for. So this is the kind of an experience I will be looking as a person who interviews candidates. So even today, when I joined this meeting, 15 minutes before that, I was interviewing a candidate. Sorry, Vaibhav, that's the reason I was late. And so I'm looking only, the person hasn't solved the, solve the problem, but I saw their approach, and the approach was brilliant. And even though they did not solve it, I was able to say positive response. I hope my employer doesn't hear me. Okay, cool. Or the candidate doesn't see this. Right. So that's what I would like you to do. And apart from these things, this is what people talk behind my back. And here's how you can talk behind my back. So there is a small contact us. And what we are going to do today is, we are going to make a small website which is going to be completely generatable by others as well. So we will try to take something very quick or very small, something like that, and then we'll go with that. So is everyone excited? And who's here? Let's make the like count go more than 20, please. 20 likes for me. And we have Manju as well. Hey Manju, were you hearing what I was saying? Right. So that was a great thing. So is everything going fine? Is it nice? Is it understandable? Is it interesting, not boring, etc.? Right. So please let me know your feedback. Yeah, Manju is here. Nice to know. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and start working on something. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to use an online IDE for this part. But before that, I want to go create a small, very simple website web portfolio for you, for anyone to use. So already we have tried working on some portfolios. So I'm going to go to my GitHub account, and in the repositories, pretty much I should be having something. So there is this DSC DCE quick deployment, and let's see what is there inside this one. So I would be using something called as rawgit hack, and that is actually helping us in showing the content. And if I open this one and open this thing, so this is Shruti's portfolio. So yesterday Shruti was my co-host, and she was working with me on like deploying something. So you could see Shruti on the screen yesterday. So we'll use this particular thing. We will also add some of the features like let's add connecting with socials and other things. So I'm not gonna build this particular thing because this is one of the easiest thing to build. So we will go to the JS bin and I'm gonna paste everything here. So you could see that this is actually responsive as well. So if I keep on making it smaller, you could see in the mobile application, mobile window, it is going to be nice. Like it works, right? So coming to others, whose profile should I build right now for the temporary purpose? Or should I just go with a Pikachu picture or a cat picture?
If you can go with mine, that's really great.
Yes. Dude, you're a co-host. Your face is there 5 times in this page. There's one here, there's one there, there, everywhere. Okay.
I think you should pick someone from the audience.
From the audience, who wants a T-shirt right now?
Yeah, guys, we are also going to do a giveaway of T-shirts. So make sure to like spam Praveen's chat.
Yes, someone please spam. I mean, spam with the right contents, not spam with spam. Cool. So Manju is always there. So let's use Manju's picture. So sorry, Ayan, Manju was the first person to shout. And let's do one thing. Let's see if I could. Okay, let me open this portfolio generator thing. This is where Manju was in, right? This is Manju. And let's find her LinkedIn profile. Let me open Twitter. Twitter is easy to steal. Okay, both Twitter and LinkedIn has got, LinkedIn seems to be a better picture. So I'm just going to copy the image address and use it here. So yeah, whoever wants to connect with Manju also, please go ahead and connect. So Manju's portfolio, and I need to also do a couple of things here. This doesn't look really good. So let's make it like this in a single line, not the React style. Okay, that works. And we have all these body and other things here. It's because to give Shruti her privacy, like we should not use her picture here. So let's use Manju's. Okay, cool. So we have got this one here. So what we are going to do now is set this one as well in the right way. Okay, everything seems to be perfectly working. What is missing here? We are missing our, okay, it's Manju everywhere, not Shruti. Shruti. There's one more, right? Shruti's portfolio. Where is it actually? Oh, it's here. Okay, so I'm a computer science student. No, you're a computer science professional anyway. Professional. And I have a keen interest on full stack development, maybe. Yeah, I doubt it because she is super awesome in the way that she does a lot of different things. So I'm pretty sure she is more than this. Okay, so any other changes that we should be doing here? We should be adding all the links for her, like link tree style things. So let's go with adding another section here. So I'm going to put a h3.mb3. And then I'm going to put social links. So this looks like this. So and I'm going to give a list, or what shall we do? Let's use a paragraph, and inside the paragraph I would like to add all these links. So this is going to be Facebook. I want to give the Facebook link, like literally like what all things people use. Facebook icons, right? So I was thinking of using simple, brand icons. We have simple icons. Brand icons, I need it as CSS. Oh, do we have CSS of, this is font awesome brand icons. I'm not sure if this This will be really good. There is this brand icons as well. Okay, finally it is going to simple icons. Let's see how it looks. Okay, how am I supposed to use this? That is my question. And these are all like really good. I'm not sure if these are. I'm not sure if the. Oh wait, there is a dark mode or something. Oh wow. Okay, this is going to kill my browser first. That's another thing. So copying will give me what? It's just an SVG. That's weird. I don't want the SVG one. I want the CSS style things. It's going to just give me the CSS icons. Is it possible? I am not going to use this. I'll just go with Font Awesome itself. All right. So I don't want to use the 6 version. I'll just use the 4 version, which is far easier. So it is down here. So tell me, what are all the different social networks I should be using? It's the old version, Twitter. All versions. Sorry?
LinkedIn, Twitter.
Okay, LinkedIn, Twitter. 1 second. Let me open this one. So just we'll put LinkedIn.
What about adding her Instagram too? If she is on Instagram.
Instagram. So if it is Instagram, we'll also add Facebook.
And her website.
Website, yeah, good idea. Then.
Let's suppose if she have a Linktree account, we should add that too.
Dude, the main reason why we are not using Linktree is by using this one, right?
Yeah.
There is GitHub, man. Seriously.
Yeah, GitHub. See, yes, the most important.
Some people have YouTube, so let's use YouTube. So this is just, again, this is not Manju's site because we are just going to make a small, like a brand thing. So we have the brand icons here, right? Currency brand icons are here. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use grab the CSS of this thing, fontawesome.css. So let's use this one. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but let's try. So the first thing will be like on top, Bootstrap is here. So this is going to be Font Awesome CSS, and all these guys will be changed. I'm still not sure if this is going to work, but wait. So we have LinkedIn Square. This is what I was looking for. So I need to use something like this. Okay. So I'll just copy and paste it instead of this. Okay, cool. So now if I see this, I'm not getting it because this is not going to be working out correctly. So I'm just going to remove this one. So Font Awesome CDN. I want the version 4. So let's use the version 4. Don't say you don't have 4 version. Yeah, 4.7.0. Come on, I need the last one. Yeah. Copy URL or copy the link tag and let's put it over here. Okay, nice. So now we should be having LinkedIn here. Excellent. So we have got LinkedIn here. So we need GitHub. So let's go back. Would have been nice if we have got. So let's use the GitHub Square here. So it is the same thing. So all we need to do is change the LinkedIn Square to GitHub Square. A lot of people might not understand what is ARIA. So it's accessible rich internet applications. We can ignore that too. So now we will change this to GitHub Square. Works. Twitter Square. Works. Facebook Square. Works. Instagram Square doesn't work. Instagram like this. Okay. Let's try Alt. Nope. Oh, nothing works. I'm so bad at guessing. There's only one Instagram, unfortunately. All right, that's fine. Then the website, let's try using web. Hmm. This is funny. Which one should we use? Web is not at all there.
Yep. Search for internet, maybe sometimes.
I don't want to use this really, but
you can search for globe. I think maybe we can find something.
Globe might work. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's use globe.
Yeah, it's there. See.
There's only one globe. Okay, so let's use globe. Globe. YouTube should be there. YouTube square we will use. The square is really cool. YouTube square. And do we have Stack Overflow?
It's there. Stack is the most important thing.
True. Being a lazy person, I'm just going to do undos. Paste it. Boom. Some tips there. All right. So now what I wanted to do is this paragraph is there, right? So paragraph of social icons. So I'm going to give class social stuff because social icons might be like, removed. Okay. Good. So let's make them display inline block and font size as 2.5 or something like that. So it looks like this. We also need some margin and padding. So I'm going to put padding 10. Cool. So this is going to be clickable as well. And it's going to be looking like this. So when you are looking at the website in the normal view, it is going to show this way. MB3 is too much. So let's put MT3. What? Nothing happened. MY3. Okay. MT3 doesn't look good. MB1. Oh, weird. I know why. It's because of the padding which I put. Okay. Padding, we can give 5px, 0, 10px. X, 5px, 10px. Yeah, that works. Right? You all happy with this? So far, any questions, anything? Oh my God, we have got a lot of people watching. Always up for
nice. I told you.
Okay, so tell me if you have got any questions or something like, is everything going good? Is everyone able to understand what we are doing, etc.? So far, it is good, right? Okay, now Manju is gonna kill me because I'm gonna use the same kind of things what she used in my previous one. Okay, so first thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open react.new. This is a code sandbox environment where you can work with React. Okay, so that is what I'm gonna do. And with that being said, it is very slow in my machine because it is already, I guess I'm running at 70 degrees. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna press quickly save, and then I'm gonna create a, what do you call this? S stateful class component. So I'm gonna use my VS Code to do a couple of magic. How many of you want to see a fun magic? It's not going to be a magic unless you know. So I'm going to create a class component, which I'm going to execute using like something like this. So export default app, and I've got this one. Is that works? Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of everything here. So we've got export default app here. And this should technically show something like app here. Does it even work? Yeah, it works. So in simple terms, I'm going to use Bootstrap for everything. So in this, I'm going to create a new folder called components. And I'll we'll put the bootstrap file here, and here I'm going to use components and app. So for the style.css, I'll add it from the index. So import style.css. Excellent. So sorry, styles.css. Does it work? It works. Great. So now the next thing which I wanted to do is I want to have a preview on the right side, preview or code on the right side. And I would be needing something like a form on the left side. Okay, cool. Hey, Sonal Jain is here. Hi, Sonal. Okay, cool. So the next thing that I'm going to do is, let me create two different components here. But before that, I wanted to add Bootstrap here. So let's say portfolio generator. By the way, this is a portfolio generator for those people who are trying to generate your portfolio. And this is the basic, very basic version of what we are going to do. And let's see how it goes. So now the first thing I'm going to do is inside the components, I told you there are two components, right? One is the form.js and another one is the code.js and another one is the preview.js. Okay, three things that are there here. And we have a lot of helpers as well. So helpers, and then we are going to use a final HTML helper. I don't know what I'm writing, so let's do it later. But first thing I want the Bootstrap to be added here. So get Bootstrap. So by the way, we are using Bootstrap 4 inside our application app, and the output will be in Bootstrap 5. Okay, so this one is using Bootstrap 5, and whatever we are using here is Bootstrap 4. So let's add it here, and Bootstrap is added. So if we go to this particular thing, we can steal a lot of things from this. We already have an open sans thing. So let's add the open sans. Excellent. So we have got all these things. So in the styles, what I'm going to do is for body, I'm going to give, remove everything. Font family is going to be open sans, Sego UI, then sans serif. Okay. So now with this being said, the next thing that I'm going to do, I hope this is open sans because I can check it by using a G. Yes, it is open sans, not Sego UI. So first thing which I want is, let's get rid of this guy, make it as app. Oops, make it as .app. Oh, it doesn't work because I'm using the JavaScript mode. So I'm going to configure all the file association to use JavaScript React. So if I use app here, boom, I'm able to get the div class name app, and here I can put app. Why is it going to? All right, so we have got all these things perfectly given here. The next thing that I'm going to do is I need a header here. So inside the components, I'm going to use a header.js. And the good part is I have got a nice Bootstrap React helpers directory here where I can actually import a simple header. I'm just going to copy this header. How many of you want a dark header? How many of you want a light header? Please tell me.
Dark header.
Dark header. How many of you in the live stream? Hey Sonal. Hey Rahul. Rahul, you are new. Hi. How is it going so far? Hey Joshit. I guess Joshit, I know him. Nice to meet you here, man. Okay, one vote for dark. A lot of votes. Okay, it's fine. A lot of people are talking about dark, so we'll go with dark. So the good part about React is if you want to add a header, so I'm going to auto import it and say this is going to be portfolio generator. And then I save it. It says portfolio generator here. If I refresh this page, it is going to add all these bootstrap thing and all these things are there. If I just want to make it into a copy, I can just quickly do this and adding a dark equal to true. It is going to make it a dark as well. And if I just want to add one more thing, for example, if I use a class name with justify content center, bam, there you go. It is centrally aligned. So within few seconds, I was able to create 3 different headers, and that is the power of React. That's what I would say. So we'll put header here, and then let's give margin bottom 3, and then boom. So far we have got this. So one thing which Manju said was, Manju created an awesome way of, like, dragging and resizing things. So Manju, would you like to tell what is that particular element? Hey Amit, hey Ajay, hi everyone who have come to my channel. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet all the new faces here. Okay, so I'm just gonna steal it from her repository itself. So I don't know where exactly I can find that, but let me try to do this. So if I go back to the YouTube thing again, and let me see, should be in the uploads. Manju, when did we do this? Oh yeah, it is here, right? So if we see this one, how easy it is to steal from others. So this is what I was trying to tell about. So there is this particular, but what exactly is there? Like, where exactly is the, oh yes, portfolio. And so if you see the package.json, you will be able to find out what exactly it could be. And we have got something called as a React split. So that is what we will be using here as well. So this is a React component for split.js, and what it does is it's going to like add a splitter on top. So split grid, etc., something like this. And we could see a lot of sponsors, a lot of contributors, etc. So how am I supposed to kind of like, oh, they're using Lerna as well. Hey, Manju, do you know that we use Lerna too in our company? I don't know what Lerna does, but yeah. So let's have a quick look at how am I supposed to use. Okay, split.js.org. Sorry, it's there. So all we need to do is in React, we need to get import split from React split. So let's go ahead and put it over here. Now it's gonna add the split as a dependency. Yeah, that is fine. Let me have a look at what people are saying. Okay, React -split. Yes. Copying code is always fun. Yes, Sonal. 100%. Cool. Vaibhav, just let me know if there is any other messages from people. Okay, so we want horizontal layout as float. Means what is flex versus what is float? Oh, okay. I guess it is the implementation. I guess 2 columns is okay. Do we need any minimum sizes? Okay, let it be there. Maximum size is infinite. Good. Gutter size is 10. Let's reduce it to 5 or something. Okay, cool. That looks very slick. Start at the center. That looks nice. Snap offset is 30. Drag interval is 1. Okay, that looks really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this particular thing. And in the CSS also, we need to write something, I believe. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do first is add the splitter here. So if we add the split, and if I say hello and world, it doesn't seem to work. So let's go back to our split.js and then copy all the CSS. Okay, seems like I would have completed within 5 seconds or something like that, but it seems like this is long. It's going on a lot. Oh, wow, look at this. It so works nicely. Thank you, Manju, for showing us this awesome thing. So the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to add some more components here. And since app is going to be like, what should I say? App is really cool. So app has got everything. We will add a state here. So state is something like, there are 2 things, right? One is props and one is state. And I'm really sorry. I'm extremely starving, extremely hungry. So that's why I might start blabbering a bit. So don't get frustrated. I'll do my level best to like make sure you're all entertained. And Vaibhav, please tell some jokes as well. They might be angry on me. Okay, so let's say we have got all these things sorted. Now we have got 2 columns, right? So on the first column, I want it to be the form, and in the second column, I want it to be the code. Okay, code or this one. So so we can do something like code view. If we put true, it starts with code view as true, and then we will have that one. So now what I need to do is I need one element which is going to be an arrow functional component. So what I'm doing is I'm going to create code and then copying everything here. This is what I want. So if I go to the code.js, I'm going to add this code here. And in the form.js, I'm going to add this. All the code will be form and form here. Okay, something like this. Now, if I go to the app.js, this is the code splitting. So I'm going to put the code here. I'm going to put the form here. Cool. So there is form here, code here. Also, we wanted to do one more thing. We want to also show the preview. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add another div here, code preview, and let's put the code here. And we'll also add the preview as well. So if I preview, the reason why I'm not using of F2 here is I need to also change this one. So preview here. Now, if I do this way, if I put preview, so we have the preview here and code here. Okay. Now, the next thing that I wanted to really do is add a small switch kind of a thing. So I'm going to put a text center, and then I'm going to use a button group. And inside the button group, I want two buttons. So button dot btn primary or btn outline primary. Start to. So I'll be getting two buttons here. All right. So now each button will have code and preview in this. Okay, code preview. So we are implementing the code preview, that comedy thing. So for the text center, I'm going to, or else I can actually combine these things in a one single div. Why am I doing so many things? So if I do a text center here, it's going to work, right? Does it? No, it doesn't. Why? Seriously, Bootstrap, you are the worst. Sorry, you are the best, but sometimes you are the worst because you do have haters as well. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen with Twitter nowadays after this. There is a crazy fiasco going on right now. Okay, so we have got the code and preview. One more thing which I wanted to do is I want these two things to be a smaller button as well. So BTN SM we will put so that it has got small. So we need to know which one is which. So in case if I'm going to close this one, put this here. So the whole code is visible. And I'm going to make this guy to be a dynamic variable. And if this dot state dot code view, then do this, else do this. Okay, something like this. So where exactly I wanted to put this is not here. Sorry about that. So I'm going to remove this one and add a template literal. So this is called string literals. So you might be seeing something like this dollar, something like that and all. So I'm going to use this outline hyphen and put it here, one here and one in another place. So this is going to be here. Oh, no, wait. Yeah. This is going to be here. So if I save this and go to the top, code view, if it is true, it's going to show me code. If it is false, it's going to show me preview. Got it? So we are in the code view. The same way, only preview should be shown here when the code view is given. Sorry, when preview is given. So since we are multi times we are using this, anyway, we can do it later. So if it is the code view, we want only the code. If not, show me the preview. All right, it says code view, code here, and it says preview here. Sorry, it says code and preview here. Now for these two buttons, what I'm gonna do is both of them will have an on-click functionality. Okay, so on click, do something. So event dot prevent default. I don't want the button to refresh the page because we are going to use all these JavaScript stuff everywhere. And then I want to make sure this dot set state and render the state as well. Code view should be true or false. So clicking on the code, it's going to be true. Clicking on the preview, it's going to be false. So if I click on this, I get preview here. If I click on this, I get code here. So any questions? How was it so far? The split is awesome. Split.js is awesome, which means, oh my God, yes, I know, Rahul. I don't know what is going to happen next for Twitter. I'm also concerned about the employees of Twitter. You know how Elon Musk will make them work, right? Lover of Tailwind. Okay. See, for me, basically the problem is I don't know anything other than Bootstrap. That is the problem. I don't even know material design. So I need to learn a lot of things. So you are always better. You all are always better than me. Right. So we have got the preview here, it says, and we have got the code here, it says, right? So the first thing, we can easily implement the code. So what we are going to do is we will go to Manju's portfolio thing here. We will copy the whole code. And this is going to get interesting now. So what I'm going to do now is, I need some function. Okay, fine. First, let's go with pre.bglight.border.rounded. Oops, sorry. So let's go with, so here we have got this one, right? So inside the code, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pre.bglight.border.rounded.p1. Okay, so if I put like this, I could see some kind of a paragraph thing coming up, right? So I also want to put M2 or something like that so that it has got some margins. So now, if I try to put a JavaScript thing which shows like this, if I save it, you'll be able to see a complete HTML content here, right? So I'm going to close the split.js, close all the other things. We don't need these things. We don't need this one. We don't need this. This we need. We'll come back to it later. Okay, so far. Oh my God. Who's that? Manju. It almost looks like what we have done, what you have done already. I'm so sorry. How are you feeling now? Okay, going great, then fine. All right. So right now you could see that this particular thing can doesn't work. Okay, my machine is becoming so slow. I guess I need to do something about it. Okay, fine. So look at this. This is now kind of like, kind of responsive or whatever you can call it. Cool. So if I put this here, you will also be able to see that there is a form here, right? And then if you try to make it smaller, it goes smaller. If you go do this thing, it will go bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller. Okay, this works fine. Now the next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the form side of things. Okay, so far everyone was able to understand, right? It's easy to understand. It's going fine. So clicking on preview, it's going to show me preview here. All these things, right? Thank you, Scorpion. Hey, anyone who wants another goodie, it's a special goodie from the team. So if you take a full-size screenshot and put it on LinkedIn and tag myself, Vaibhav, and Holiday Hacks, it's going to be awesome. Okay, tell what you learned. That is the main thing. So not just sharing, but tell what you learned. You're sharing your experience. Okay, coming back to what we are working on. Wait, is it already 2:45 here? When did we start? I couldn't see the time. Oh my God, we almost need to finish it here. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's 44 minutes.
Okay,
since
anyway,
we started.
we have got less code here. So what we can do is, let's first go with the forms, the form group. This is something which helps us in creating our forms. So what I'm gonna do here is, I'm gonna go to the okay. So this is going to be a very basic stuff of doing things, and then later on we will work on this. So inside the form, what I'm doing is, I'm gonna import a form group. So I'm gonna create a new file here. Let's do form group.js, and we have got a form group. Now the next thing that I'm gonna do is, let me also share the code with everyone. Okay. Oh, sorry. It is 7:16 in India. It is 2:46 in London. I need to go by 3 p.m. for my office meeting, so that's what I was trying to tell. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the lunch today. Then it's always good for the body. All right. So we have got the form here, right? So here I'm gonna use, instead of div class name form, I'm gonna use form class name form, and then this one, right? I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right. So let's start with a form group. So I'm gonna put a form group. We can close this one, and it doesn't seem to understand what form group is. So import form group. So if we do this, we are getting some kind of a stuff. Okay. So I'm going to give a P3 for this so that I get some padding for this. And I'm also going to give a H2 saying like, please enter your details, something like this. And this H2, right? This guy needs to have some space. So for H2, I'm going to make font size as 1.5 or something like that. So that looks nice. Font weight normal. Okay, good. This looks okay-ish, better. And the same way in the code and sorry, in this code, right? Okay. We will also have a H2. Here's your code. And in the preview, I'm so bad compared with Manju, because she was able to complete everything before 1 hour, and I'm here stuck with everything. Here's your code, here's your preview. So I don't know what I'm gonna do now with the preview, but anyway, so we need the code generator, right? So now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get this complete thing inside our helpers. So there is this helper.js, right? Final HTML.js. Export const. I'm going to give get code, and it's going to take some parameters, which we are not carrying right now. So it's going to return this thing. Okay. All clear so far. So first thing what we want here is, we will be using this get code in the code. So we'll open this one. Get code, yes, auto import, and then we are going to use it here. So now if you see in the code, you're able to see the code being gotten here. So inside the final HTML.js, so we have got Manjus everywhere. There is Manju here, right? So we'll find all these Manju and then replace it with name. And now here we are getting name as the input. Now, if we go to the code, and if I type in Vaibhav, you could see that on the right side, it is actually changing. Y's portfolio, Vaibhav's portfolio, right? So this works. So this is the name part. And what else do we have here? There is a small description. So let's try finding the description somewhere. So this is the lead dollar description. So let's change that description here. Desk. And then finally, we have got a couple of things. Let's try to do this on part 2. Can we have part 2 for this? How many of you are okay with part 2? Even a simple thing is going crazy, I guess. Anyone wants part 2? Hey, Scorpion, I'm not busy and all. I just need to make sure. See, right now it is my 9 to 5 job, man. So, Vaibhav, are we okay with part 2?
Definitely, Praveen.
Okay, how many says yes? How many says no? Part 2. Okay, so let's do one small thing alone, like converting this code, like generating this code. But once we generate the code, we will be able to easily generate the thing as well. So I'm going to put name, disk, and these two, name and disk, will be sent to the code as props. So we are putting this way. Okay, and in the preview as well, we will take name and description for now. Oh, we also need the image, right? Name, disk, and image alone. These are the three things we should be putting here. So $image. So we'll go with this image, or we'll put image URL because image is a keyword. All right. So it says undefined portfolio, but okay, that's fine. And if we go back here, we have got name, disk, image, URL. And this image URL can come from this guy. And now I'm going to copy this three things again and put it in the preview.js as well. And here's your preview. And for the preview, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an iframe. And the SRC is going to be, let me do something about this. So we have got the code.js. We have got the final HTML.js, right? Export const. I'm going to add another function, get, instead of get code, get iframe URL. Okay, so that is what we are going to use. And it is also going to use the same name, description, and image URL. So that's the three things. Now here, what I'm going to send is base64 converter. I guess we should have this. Again, we will steal it from a Manju's one. So if I open this /videos, is Manju's part 2. If I use Manju, this is part 1, this is part 2, and we should be having the GitHub profile here. And we should be somewhere. Oh, wait. It is not here, right? So it should be in the forks or in the pull requests. One is closed. See the commits. Okay, we have got all these things. So there is a preview mode here as well. We actually took 1.5 hours, not 1 hour, to complete this. I thought I again miscalculated. It will be over in 1 hour. So let's go into the components. I believe it should be in the code.js, or is it the preview.js? I guess it's the preview.js. And inside the preview, there is this final HTML. This final HTML we need to use. So this is what I need to add. So this encode URI component is a thing. So this is the SRC. And all I need to do is copy this whole thing and then go inside this one, put it here. So this is the final HTML, right? So final HTML is like just get code of the same thing. So get code, and I'm going to add these three things again here. So now we have got our data text bar HTML thing. So get iframe URL is the function. So if I go to the preview.js, here, I'm going to use the get iframe URL. So I'm going to import it, and I will be using name, disk, and image URL. Boom. So if I do this, what is the error? Unique title property. Okay, title, name. Come on, go for it. So now if I click on preview, I'm getting undefined portfolio. Cool. So there is something really cool happening here. Now, the only thing that we need to do is wire all these things together. So inside the form, if we go, I would be requiring these three things, right? So if I go into the form, there are three form groups. So there are like name, desk, image, URL. Okay, so these three things need to be mapped with the form thing. So I'm gonna do a map here, and here's a key. I'm gonna use the form group here, key equal to key, and now in quick way we have to add label. It's gonna be key. Yeah, so you have got name, desk, and image URL. And great. Now I need to do some kind of like a nice way of changing all these things. So what I would be working on is here we will have form, and then this form will have all these three things. Sorry, is it going fine or is it going boring or something like that? Please tell me. I know I'm going a bit faster now. So now we have this name, desk, and image URL here, right? So what we are going to do is this code will request all these three things. So where is our code part? So code, I'm going to use ... this state form. The same way, I'm just going to copy this one and put it on the preview, as well as where is this guy? Code and preview are there, right? And there should be this form guy as well. So once we have got these things, form should also be able to update the code. So handle update. So it's going to be event. And then what this does is this dot set state. I'm going to make sure the form is getting updated. Form is going to have the first all the form contents. So this dot state, dot form, and then e dot target dot name is going to have e dot target dot value. So this should be the handle update function of all the form elements. So I'm going to give this handle update to the form. So it's going to use the this dot handle update. So I'm going to use this handle update here in the form. So we have all these things as well, right? So if you go to the name, desk, and image URL. So we have name, desk, image URL. And now what I'm going to do is we are mapping all these things. The value is going to be right. This is going to be interesting. So instead of using this, I'm going to use form values, and to my app.js, instead of sending all these form values here, I'm going to use form values equal to this dot state dot form. So this way, if I do that, I know, just wait. Here we have got form values, correct? So form values object dot keys. So this is going to have all the form values. So the map is going to be this way. Value is going to be great. I've got no idea. Yeah, form values of key. So that kind of worked. Now on change, I'm going to give handle update. So this way, and ID is also going to be key. So we have an ID attribute, which will set the name attribute here. So if I type something, hello, wow, that worked, right? So let's try looking at this in the big screen. So we are almost done. So we were able to complete it within 1 hour, but obviously 1 hour is like huge. So why is this looking good, but this is not looking good? Okay, so let's go ahead and try to fix that part quickly. This is not needed. This is not needed. Okay, so we have got P3 here in the form, but in the preview, we don't have P3. And in the code as well, I don't think we have P3. Okay, cool. We have got all these things sorted. So let's say if this works, and this is the code for this. And if I type something like, okay, let's go with Praveen, it's going to say Praveen's portfolio. Okay, we need an image quickly. So I'm going to use my events page and grab the image from this. So view source, and boom, here we go. Now, if I use this and if I have my description as hello, okay, something. So let's go to the preview. Oh, this is not what I was expecting. So for the preview thing, I will need to work on my styles. And here, if we have an iframe, I'm going to give width as 100% and height as 100% as well. I hope this works. Like 100% height, I haven't seen. Yeah. Cool. So what we need to do in the code is like in the final html.js, I guess we have got some residual stuff. So we need to add an alt dollar name. So name's portfolio, and here is the name. All these things are done now. So if I try to make it, yes, it works. So if we go back here and refresh this page, oops, we copied it. Yes, we still have it. So I'm putting this one, I'm putting Praveen, I'm putting some description, but if we open this one, great, height is not working fine. So we can have a min height quickly. So let's go back to our style.css, min height as 80 VH viewport height. So that way it works. Hopefully it works, something. Yeah. Okay, if I click on preview, it shows like this. So if I type in Praveen and add the image URL here, boom. So if I want a description here, let's go to my events page again. I'll just copy this one and paste it over here. Boom. There you go. So I guess we need a second part? We have almost completed it. So here's the preview. Here's the code. All you need to do is copy this preview and put it on copy this code and put it there. So that's all is required here. So let me stop my screen sharing. And what do you feel?
Wow, Praveen, that was awesome. I like the portfolio one. I think we should make some challenge. Like there is, I think, the social part left. The folks who complete
social challenges left. Yes.
Me and Holiday Hacks will get some awesome goodies from Team Holiday Hacks.
Yeah, don't miss it, folks. There are a lot of goodies that this person is planning to give, so the team is going to give, so don't miss anything. And thank you so much, Sonal. Thank you so much, Rahul. Thank you so much, Soham. I hope you all enjoyed. Here's the source code and everything. Oops. Yeah. So I hope you all have a good day. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your team, like Vaibhav, to host me here. And yeah, I hope everyone learned something new. And any last words before we end the stream?
It's my pleasure, Praveen, to go on a meet with you and make something awesome. Thank you for your time, and we at Holiday Hacks, thank you again. Make sure, like everyone, to register for the Holiday Hacks Hackathon
and subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to Praveen's channel. Like that's the main thing. Yeah. So we have awesome goodies and awesome prizes. You can visit our website www.com/holidayhacks.co. Make sure to register for the hackathon. Tag Praveen. How was today's event? Tag us so that we can plan more events for you in future.
Yeah, and I would like to tell a lot of credit goes to Manju, because if was not for Manju, I wouldn't have done these things. And this particular event will not be successful because we would have still more pondering, oh, what needs to be done and what not. So something like that. So yeah, thank you so much, Manju, for some of the help that you have given us. And yeah, so she's also in the chat. So if you want to talk to her, please go ahead. And as usual, stay home, stay safe. Health is important. So take care of your health and see you. Bye from me and bye from Holiday Hacks team.